Hi, and welcome to Sacramento & Company. I'm Guy Ferris. We've got a brief but info-packed show for you today, so we'd like to get right into it with a little education. So here's a look at today's word of the day. Today's word is, there it is, plantigrade. Plantigrade, it's an adjective, and here's a hint. Humans are plantigrade animals. There's your hint. All right. Speaking of which, our next guest has a tie to the word plantigrade, so pay attention. Everyone knows that walking for at least 30 minutes a day is good for your mind and for your heart, and today we're helping you take steps toward that healthy goal with a trip outside the studio where my lovely co-host Melissa is putting her best foot forward. Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Guy. We kind of dressed for it.
Let's just keep it to the feet.
Okay. All right. I want to put my best foot forward and not my foot in my mouth. So we're going to start off with a great way to get in shape. Roxanne Wimmer, a registered nurse with Sutter Health Heart and Vascular, joined us. Roxanne, as we take a couple sample strolls here together, it seems like a lot of people aren't keeping those gym memberships or staying in shape. What do we do about that?
Well, that is concerning because, even in times of a tough economy, it's still very important to get in your physical activity and to be active.
Okay.
The American Heart Association has started a movement called START program. And what they do is encourage, people to be more active, to walk more, and they have, over the past 3 years, there's thousands of companies that have started this movement.
Okay.
And Sutter Heart and Vascular Institute is, I'm proud to say that we are considered now a fit-friendly company. And what this means is that Sutter champions their employees to walk more.
Because I have to point out how cute you look. Can we show here, Steve, the sneaks? Look how adorable that is. And we want to point out, one of the things about walking is that it doesn't take fancy equipment. And we were chatting, some of my coworkers here, they actually pack the sneakers, look beautiful like you with the work clothes, and just stroll for their lunch if they're taking the stairs down the hall. What kind of a difference does fitting walking into your schedule make for your heart health?
Well, it definitely makes a big difference. First of all, walking, it's easy and free.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it any time of day. Like Sutter Heart and Vascular Institute, they've actually established walking paths at both campuses in Sacramento, at both hospitals, and encourage their employees to walk as much as possible, whether it's before work, during a lunch break, in the afternoon. And the benefits of walking, I can't begin to tell you. It's, first of all, it can promote weight loss. It improves circulation, helps control or lower blood pressure, improves blood sugar. It's a weight-bearing exercise, and it helps improve bone density to help prevent osteoporosis.
Okay, I'm sold.
And, yeah, I can go on and on and on, but it's probably one of the best form and probably one exercise that most people probably least will drop out from.
Okay. So let's talk about some walking tips. Even 30 minutes a day can make a difference in terms of kind of reaping some of those benefits, better circulation, and I love that it might help stress.
Oh, yes, it definitely, the brain, with moderate intensity exercise, the brain secretes endorphins, which are like our feel-good hormones. So it can actually improve your well-being, make you feel good. Now, one thing I wanted to mention is that American Heart goes by the recently revised guidelines put out by the government, which recommends at least 150 minutes a week of exercise. And this is more cumulative, but that would be the minimum of moderate intensity exercise. And, and if you go more than that, that's great, but that would be the minimum recommendation.
Okay, we were strolling and we were kind of chatting, having a good conversation. How do we know, if the pace is just right to get the cardiac benefit? Because I could stroll all day, but does that help my heart?
It depends. Everybody's at a different fitness level. So what's really important is that we consider a moderate pace 100 steps a minute. Well, how do you measure 100 steps a minute? Okay, so what you really want to do is it's important to be able to talk while you walk. If you can sing, you probably should step up the pace. Okay. You can also wear a pedometer, and that's how you can count your steps. Or you can count your steps for 5 minutes and then divide that by 5, and you should be, stepping at least 100 a minute. Again, everybody is a different fitness level. Okay. If you are very sedentary and you're just starting a walking program, then you want to, start out slowly and gradually increase. But I guess the bottom line is, it is important to be able to at least get in a few sentences while you walk.
Okay, note to self, a few sentences, and guys, she actually told me to sing. That's what I understood anyway.
Yeah, if you can sing, then you probably need to speed up, because then you're probably walking at way too slow of a pace.
Roxanne, tell us about the Heart Walk event coming up. Great way to get people into the walking routine.
Yeah, we're really excited about this. It's the signature annual fundraiser for the American Heart, and this is to help raise funds for the #1 and #3 killers, which is heart disease and stroke. And so hundreds, thousands of people across the country are going to walk, and our event is going to be in Sacramento Saturday, September 19th at 8 a.m. And Sutter Heart and Vascular Institute is a major sponsor. They have been for many years, and we have many teams that are going to go out and walk to support this great organization. It's a 5K walk. There is a shortcut for those that aren't ready to walk a 5K. Okay. And there will be heart healthy exhibits.
Roxanne, this is great, and I'm motivated to get going right now. So we're going to send it back to Guy, and Roxanne and I think, are going to walk off into the sunset, Guy, and practice.
Could you actually ask Roxanne to walk in here, because I'd like to talk to her about encouraging you to sing?
Yes, Guy felt that I'm being encouraged to sing, Roxanne, and you might have to talk to you about that. Catch you later.
You
Sacramento
get your end in here, Melissa.
Company.
All right.
Be back.